Hi guys. Tina and Kim and Uncle Paul are on.
Hey guys.
All
Some
right.
of our bestest friends. So thanks for coming along.
Can you guys hear okay? I don't know. We
Oh.
got a kiss from Tina. Oh,
Hey,
okay,
would you-
good. Thank you.
Would you shut the oven off, please?
Doug wants some coconut chicken.
I'm telling you, yeah, it's very good. This paleo deal that we've been doing, the food is fantastic. It's out of our league as far as all the ingredients and the preparation. Halo's been doing a fabulous job though, and the food is not only are we like losing weight and feeling good, but it's great, and we're not hungry. If you get hungry, just eat something. It's fabulous. I love it. It's expensive.
Yeah, eat something, just not what we would normally have gone
Yeah.
and eaten.
Yeah, eat meat and veggies. So anyhow,
Yeah, lots of trail mix.
You
It's
guys-
good.
I've been out sawing down trees in the mountains and splitting wood all day to have a fire back here so that you guys can appreciate the ambiance. Is it working?
H2O went and shut off the timer. It was for the cast iron is in there getting seasoned in the oven.
We're doing around with some iron.
Kim called you a liar. She called you out.
On what? All right. So, interesting story. Before we go any further with any, was there something we were going to announce? Was there something we were going to talk
I
about?
think we're just gonna hang out.
Yeah. Before we just hang out or whatever further, I got to tell you a cool story. So I happened to be in the mountains hiking a couple days ago, and I mean I'm flying down the trail or up the trail. It was really rugged ground, and I'm cruising. You guys know me. I mean I'm blowing up blazes and flying, and all of a sudden I hear these footsteps behind me, and here comes this female hiker just going much faster than me. I mean she is flying up the trail behind me, and it was Halo from Halo Hikes. And so we kind of hit it off, and
Shut up.
I kind of wooed her with my beard and my light pack. And so Halo has agreed to come and live with me
All right.
for a while
Anyway.
and join us tonight on this live thing. And
Broadcast,
so
whatever.
I am excited to have the Halo
All right, stop.
from
it.
Halo Hikes with us. And she said if I was a good boy, really good boy tonight, that she would
Curtis
get in the hot
Roberts.
tub with me
Curtis
after we're
Roberts.
done with this.
All right, that's
So-
enough.
Let's get on with it. I want to see Halo in her,
All
in her
right.
hiking swimsuit.
Stop it.
All right. So who all's on? Can we
I have
tell
no
who's-
idea who's on, but yeah, thanks. You got Tina laughing. All right, I say go ahead and make the announcement, and we can.
Really?
Well, or you can wait.
What was?
You can do whatever you want. If it's your Q&A, you can run it however you want.
Yeah, you guys know that Halo is the driving force behind Not by Sight. This may be Not by Sight, like the address, but it's Halo.
Julie Beamer says, "Hey
Oh,
guys,"
cool.
and no boots in the hot tub.
Oh, from your video. No, in fact, the rules for the hot tub is
All right.
there's not only no
Okay, talk.
booze.
Curtis Robert,
All right, stop.
you stop.
It's disciple.
I think you need to make the announcement.
Okay. So I've been thinking about this, and I don't know how to go about making the announcement. Some of you may actually know what it is, so don't respond. But does anybody have a guess that what you think might be going on? I mean, Everest is on the table. K2, I've heard that's a good one to climb. That's on the table. I could take a train ride around the country.
I feel like dying. Those
I could.
first two.
I was thinking of swimming the English Channel, and I don't like eels and cold water. I don't like swimming at all. So we ruled out the English Channel.
You don't like swimming?
Not like distance swimming. I like to splash around,
Okay.
but yeah, not distance. I think the English Channel, like, you either got to make it or you drown. So I don't want to do that. Anyhow, yeah. Or let me ask this: what do you guys think I should do next? I'll give you a couple of minutes as we wait for people to
Uncle Paul
log
thinks
on.
we should go to Israel.
Ooh, a second time. Halo hasn't been, but I got to
Haven't
go a few years ago, and that was amazing. But no Israel yet, but maybe again in the future.
Stan says, come to New York.
Ooh, all right. That sounds good. I've got an open invitation, I think, on New York City. So I'd love to do that again, especially if I wasn't in a hurry and not wanting to walk around a lot on the pavement. So I'd love to see more of New York. So Stan was a great host.
Do it with the new shoes that you got.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice
Yeah.
cushy.
All right. What do you? Anybody have something that you think I should do?
All right, we
Next.
got, let's see, Julie Beamer says a fireplace, a hint, like a campfire.
Oh, the fire went out.
Uncle Paul says skydive on top of Katahdin. I think that's frowned upon by the folks at Baxter.
Scott Jurek is proof that you can do whatever you want, and then there'll be problems later.
All right, Gary Collins says AT
Oh, hi,
Sobo.
Ooh. Okay.
Tina says, I'm going to say you're going to be my AT guide. Kim's
Blind guy.
a blind guide. Kim says you're offering to be an escort service for her on the AT this year. Walter Wright,
That'd be-
if nothing else, do some section hikes or Rocky Mountain National Park.
Oh yeah.
I've never been there.
Good stuff. The AT Sobo would be really cool. I've got, of course I know the AT now very well. I know what you need and what you don't need. So I've thought about taking my Z-Pax Nero and as little a gear as possible and just trying to scoot and seeing what I could kind of do it in. But that's not it. So are we ready?
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
All right, it is time. So here we go. What I'm going to be doing starting in April, is hiking the. What was it we were gonna?
I don't know. I can't think of the name of it now.
Pacific Crest Trail. Pacific Crest Trail, making an attempt to through hike the Pacific Crest Trail. 2,190 miles on the AT wasn't long enough. I wanted to do something a little longer, and so I feel like I'm being called to hike the PCT. So it's a lot of you that followed along know. I mean, hiking isn't necessarily something that I just like set out to do, but of course there's good days and bad days, and I guess the further removed I am from it, the more I like backpacking. But
Until we watched the videos. We were watching the videos last night, I think it was, the end of the hike, and he's talking about how much he loathes backpacking.
days 178, 179, 180, and yeah, she was like sore, and I said, suck it up and embrace it, because that's what backpacking is all about. It's an extended pain vacation. But anyhow, so in all reality, yeah, I feel like the Lord has laid out the groundwork and called me to go hike the Pacific Crest Trail this coming year. I have a permit for the beginning of April, and looking at everything, we're guessing a little over 5 months is Lord willing, if I'm able to do it. That would be what we would be looking at. So I will be vlogging, not just like I did on the AT. We're looking at doing sections, roughly a week or so at a time, something like that. Definitely not a daily vlog, but you'll get a wrap up of a short section, whatever that may be. So each video, so maybe 2 a week, maybe 1 a week. It depends on data out there in the mountains and how things go. So I guess start with questions and answers, because I purposefully am not saying some stuff in case you want to ask. Then I can
answer.
Then I can answer.
All right, I'll just read some of the comments for you real quick.
Okay.
Doug says, no attempts, you'll get it done.
My kids, when I told Emily and Gabe, Christine and H2O, I was thinking. They're like, well, dude, if you start, you're not quitting. And I tend to have a drive to finish things. I mean, I'm just trying to be cautiously optimistic or whatever. I'm just make sure my body holds up. So.
Magnum, yes, the PCT. You missed it. PCT is what he's going to be hiking.
He missed all the buildup of all
He
of
did.
all
He
that.
missed all of it.
You have to go back and watch the beginning.
No, it was just a bunch of rambling. All right, let's see here. Stan says that means you won't be around for trail days.
Yeah, trail
that was
days.
hard.
I'm going to be at hopefully trail days on the PCT, which is like up in Oregon or something. It's much later. I don't even know about it. But yeah, man, I'm bummed because that was a blast.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Trail days last year. So,
All
but
right.
anybody's welcome to jump on out and join me out west for a while. There's no humidity and almost no rain for you AT guys. I'm looking forward to the dry, some dry clothes.
A comment here. Randy Norton, aka Abba Bear.
Okay.
He is starting April 1st and hopes to be a disciple. I'm assuming you're doing the AT. Is that the one that you're going to be hiking northbound?
AT or PCT?
Yeah, let us
So-
know which one.
Maybe the AT, and he hopes to be a disciple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's
well-
what it said.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, first question. Where did it go? Oh, hang on. Gary Collins says, you'll probably pass Corey. He's slow, but it's great watching him. I have really enjoyed watching.
Oh.
Second Chance Hiker is who Gary is talking about there. He is 200 pounds overweight, and his whole purpose of hiking the PCT is to lose weight. He's a great inspiration. If you haven't watched him, go to his channel, Second Chance Hiker. You'll be one of, I think, like 14,000 people watching him. He went from 100 subscribers to 14,000 in like a week. So check him out. He's extremely
Funny, fun,
happy.
whatever.
Yeah, happy. I don't know how to put it. All right. Julie asked. I keep losing it. Teresa/kids able to go and hike some? Question marks.
Who's Teresa? Halo? All right, Halo and the kids. So here's the deal. Unbeknownst, the PCT is so different than the AT. You have to get a permit. At least it's better to get a long distance hiking permit, and that allows you to camp along the Pacific Crest Trail through all the different forests and wildernesses and state parks and national parks and everything. So I got a permit and was able to pick the day that I wanted. The whole time I'm thinking, Lord, I can't do this and be away from Halo and the kids this long. So, but we can't afford for them to come. We don't know what to do. So Halo goes ahead and applies for a permit, unbeknownst to me. One day we're having a struggle with what to do, and her permit gets accepted or whatever, and she gets a permit that allows her also to go along. So she's not going to hike. Her and the kids are not going to hike with me necessarily, but they're at least going to be out there and go along. And that permit was kind of like the open door that they could go along. Long story short, we ended up being able to buy a real tiny little travel trailer. Not one of the teardrops, but a full size. It's a Starcraft AR1 if you're into campers. Anyway, we were able to purchase a small travel trailer, and so the plan, Lord willing, is for Halo, Gigi, Flash, and I to drive out there, and for me to start hiking and them to go along and camp along the way and support me, as well as do trail magic and sort of be a presence on the PCT, again, Lord willing, the whole way. So those of you that know our spiritual background know this is an amazing opportunity for us to really get to know, hopefully, a lot of hikers and be able to see where that leads. So that's the plan.
All right, next one. Where will you start?
So I'm going to start the southern terminus, which is outside of a little bitty town called Campo, California. It's right on the Mexican border, and that's the southern terminus. So the PCT runs 2,650 miles from the Mexican border to the Canadian border. And then most hikers continue on like another 8 miles up into Canada to get out of the wilderness off the trail, rather than like 20 miles back south to stay in America to get out off the trail. It's very different than the AT, but it runs border to border Campo to the middle of nowhere. It's some
Canada.
park in Canada.
It is.
Like,
I can't think of the
like
name.
Village Park or
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Smoky Mountain Angel wants to know if you have water concerns.
No, I don't. The fact that so many people have done it before me gives me confidence that I can do it also. And so I'm definitely watching my gear. I'm getting it really, really dialed down to where I can carry extra water. And so I'm thinking of not only going stoveless, but going no cook. So I don't require water for my food at all. So every bit of water I grab can either be for consumption or cleaning, like washing my hands or my contacts or whatever. But no, one of the benefits of having Halo and the kids is they might be able to hook me up with a little water potentially in some places
Yeah.
where there's long stretches with no water. And hopefully other hikers as well. So you know how she got the name Halo, and so hopefully she can really be a trail angel out there.
Because
So,
I put up with you.
amen.
So
I agree.
will you go cookless waterless the whole time, or
Not
just
necessarily.
through the desert section?
Like in the Sierra, I'll probably do a
Stove?
stoveless.
Oh, you won't do a
Or
stove?
maybe, I don't think I can carry 3/4 of a pound extra. I don't think I can carry a stove. I don't think I can ever do that again. But
Really?
maybe, we'll see.
I just think hot coffee as you're sitting.
No, man, I'll just get to the next town and then I'll have hot coffee. I like ultra light.
Whatever.
A lot.
I like hot chocolate. All right. What gear changes?
Ooh, great. Who asked that one?
Uncle Paul.
Great question. So I'm going to use a Catabatic Gear Flex 22 for my quilt this time. If you ever have played around with quilts, and I'm just going to be honest, the Enlightened equipment, even the Z packs, I don't have hands-on experience with some of the other newer quilt companies, but they're pretty light in their amount of down. And I guess I think I sleep so poorly that I sleep a little cold. I don't sleep cold at home necessarily, but on the trail I need more warmth. And so I think it's because I'm barely sleeping, and so I kind of awake a lot, and I know that, ooh, it's chilly or whatever. Anyway, all that to say that Catabatic Gear, like, is very conservative with the ratings, and so I think it's a much warmer quilt. And 25 ounces for my quilt. I got a regular wide, and I'm excited to use it. It unzips like the EE Revelation. So that's the biggest change for my sleeping quilt.
Oh,
And then
your tent.
I got a new Z-Pax Plexamid. So a long time ago, I had the opportunity to buy a Solplex, and they went ahead and kind of traded me out. I was able to exchange my Solplex for the new Plexamid, which gives you 1.5 person like room for 13.2 ounces or whatever. I'm stoked about that. So I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to use a Plexamid tent. And in fact, it's a beta. If you haven't seen my review or my unboxing, maybe we'll link it here, and you can go check out what I open it up and talk about it a little bit, but it's experimental. I'm doing completely no cook, so that's a change rather than going stoveless. And I'm debating on taking both my Nero and my Arc Blast. The Arc Blast for stretches where I know it's going to be dry and I got to carry extra water. And hopefully I can carry the Nero a lot of the time. I can go up to about 21, 22 pounds with my Nero. And so I can have 4 or 5 liters, 6 liters of water, a couple days of food, and be under that. So I like the simplicity of the Z-Pack's Nero backpack. But it might change day by day if she's along and I can just switch out at the camper.
All right, let's see here. Do you like rattlers, scorpions, and tarantulas?
Was that Doug?
No,
Oh.
that's Stan.
Oh, Stan, yeah. I tell you, people ask concerns, and really one of my concerns is the darn rattlesnakes. It looks like there's a plethora of snakes out there, and of course with my low vision, I can't see them very often, anyhow. So I sure would like to not get bitten by a rattlesnake, but otherwise scorpions and all that, I don't have any real concern. Maybe ignorance is bliss.
Doug says he likes rattlesnakes.
Yeah, Doug loves them. He curls up with rattlesnakes, and he's got a flute, and he play, and they.
All right. Where did it go? Snowpack for this year. Oh,
Yeah.
it's ugly. Man, is it ugly.
I just said ignorance is bliss. Man, yeah, it sounds like snow's crazy out there this year. With Halo and the kids, with the Jeep, Lord willing, I make it through the desert, get to the Sierra. If it's crazy or whatever, we'll just drive north of that, and I'll continue hiking till later on. Come back and do the whatever was potentially sketchy. I mean, I'm up for an adventure. Like I want it to be tough,
But not death.
but yeah, I'm a father of four, and I'm hoping this works out with Halo hikes, because I'd like to see how our relationship does. But
Anyway,
so yeah, I don't want to do anything stupid. But yeah, it looks like the snow is crazy. So those of you that like to pray, pray for wisdom on what to do when we get into situations. So I've got micro spikes, and if I make it through the desert, I'm going to buy
an ice axe.
an ice axe, or a whippet actually. So
Oh, that's
it's
right.
ice axe on top of a trekking pole, so you've got it in your hand all the time. I don't want to have it stored in my pack and then fall down the mountain and wish I had it in my
You
hand.
had it in your hand.
All right.
Yeah, and so the problem with the snowpack this year is it's not just the Sierra
Yeah, it's
section.
all the mountains.
It's all of them, and so we're just gonna have to play it by ear. And he might just have to take some time off, depending on when it starts to melt. The snow melt is what's the bigger problem, and so
Yeah.
depending on where the melt is by the time he gets to that section, we might get to go play at Joshua Tree or something.
We'll see.
Take some time.
I'm hoping to hike, but we can't drive up and down the west coast like waiting for weather. So hopefully I can hike. We'll see.
All right.
Good question.
Mountain Wanderer says, awesome. I really thought the announcement was going to be Halo would be through hiking to AT.
Ooh, that would have been a twist. Do it on Not By Sight. And no, I pretty much, we don't know what's next for us or Halo. Of course, we can't put the cart before the horse, but we definitely love the Appalachians, especially you guys, the community.
Yeah.
Like we have so many friends and we know so many people up, and it'd be so much fun to do it now, knowing so many of y'all. But right now it's PCT, and my kids said, well, if you do the PCT, like you're not gonna not do the CDT. So, but who knows?
I'll see how things go. Yeah,
Yep.
It's just not my turn yet. One of the things we learned last year hiking with the little people is they're just not quite ready yet for a through hike, and I couldn't leave them for that long. So when I go to do a through hike, it'll be everybody. Everybody's stuck doing it with me.
She'd love to get away from me that long, but she can't leave the littles.
Yeah, I know, that's funny. All right, let's see here. John Shannon. Hey, John. He says,
Hey,
be
John.
honest, you're only hiking to get away from the snow in Illinois.
Yeah, except for the last question
Except we're
about
gonna
the
be
snowpack.
Going right to.
It sounds like the snowpack is ridiculous, but this winter does not want to let go
Oh,
here
my
in
word.
Illinois.
It's been single digits, and then we're getting another snowstorm on Thursday. Woohoo! Hey,
Yeah.
Chris Acone says hi.
Oh, hi, Chris. Chris Coney.
Let's see here. Walter Wright says, any chance Dog is going with you?
So I called Doggy and let him know what the plan was, and I will say this. He said that, ooh, dang, I'd love to hike out there some. He is not going to through hike with me, although how awesome would that be? But he is potentially planning on coming out and joining me somewhere along the way. They are expecting a grandbaby, their first grandchild.
Little
And
puppy.
so they're going to, of course, be around for that and then see how things are going. But yeah, love for Doggy. I'll go ahead and. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens after that. There's another one of my good buddies from the AT that I called a couple days ago and talked with him, and he's truly praying about coming out and joining me on the whole through hike. So we'll see.
That would be cool if he does, yeah.
But right now
Right now it's just him.
Yep.
And the littles and I joining him for little bitty places. We'll hike out to him and come back, that kind of a thing. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to each other. John says, are you watching any current PCT hikers like Second Chance?
Yeah, we're watching Second Chance. Who isn't
Yeah, who's
watching
not
Second
watching
Chance?
it?
So we're watching him, and I'm trying to watch past years, especially like post-hike gear reviews. Those are my favorite, to know what folks finished with. Not what they started before they knew, but once they finished. So, yeah, been watching some last year's, and of course I watched Dixie's, and then I watched Darwin last year also.
Jay wanders out. We've been watching him. Oh, so one of the cool things.
Oh.
I'll get to that in a minute. I'll come back to that because that somebody might ask. But anyway, Uncle Paul says one extreme long trail at a time.
Yeah, amen to that.
You're not kidding.
I want to know how your preaching engagement went too. I'll call you or something.
All right. Where did it go? When do you start, Magnum? He says, or did I miss that too? You missed it, so we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, guess, and if you get it right, you'll get a free, used trekking pole. My permit is for April 7th, so my official start date is April 7th, and if we have any issues getting out there, getting ready to leave here and getting out there, we're going to get this camper only 2 weeks before we leave. So I got to put solar on it, and we're getting a little generator and all this stuff so that Halo and the kids can be self-sufficient and boondock or dry camp along the way. If we have any trouble, I'll start a couple days after that. So somewhere in the early April. And hopefully that's early enough that I'm building in a cushion. If there's any injuries or any trouble, I'm not running late. So, and I can't wait to get in hiking shape and lay down some miles. Like the tread on the PCT looks so different than the AT.
Yeah.
People tend to do a little larger miles, and I don't know, part of me thinks that's pretty cool. Oh, gear change. I'm going to try Ultra Olympus shoes this year. I don't need the contact with the ground like you do on the AT where it's so technical. Here you're just simply walking on more of a gravel path, and I'm getting more cushion, so maybe my legs won't hurt as much. So we're going to give the Ultra Olympus a try.
All right. Kim wants to know, act a little later, what do you feel your biggest what do you feel your biggest personal challenge is going to be?
So Halo and I've been talking about that, and I think for me it's coming off of a thru hike. At the end of a thru hike, a thru hiker can like the worst thru hiker out there can hike circles.
What do you mean by worst? You mean
like the slowest?
Slow, yeah, that's not worst.
Like, well,
somebody who struggles.
if you
through
ranked whatever, yeah, the slowest thru hiker out there can hike circles around a day hiker. Yeah. So if you're, a above average or whatever, middle of the road thru hiker, you can do big miles and impressive amounts. So I've got the mentality that, hey, I can go out there and hike some miles, but my body's not ready for that. And on the AT, I tried to do 8 miles a day for 2 weeks. It didn't work. I did more than that later, but I want to be very careful with my body. And I don't want to go in for 1 week and go, okay, I'll do a 20 today and end up hurting something. Overuse injuries, just long distance hiking is a long endeavor, and I'm hitting the trail not in good shape, or not in trail shape at least. So anyway, my biggest concern is just making sure that I stay slow purposefully for a long time, let my body adapt, because I want to finish it, not set records at the beginning. I have no interest in that. So that's my biggest thing. Otherwise, the rest of it, I'm excited about the intrigue and the adventure. Like I like not knowing some stuff. That adds to the excitement.
Yeah. Mountain Wanderer says Halo will have her own adventure with the camper.
Oh man.
And we will. So my plan is to record what I'm doing out there while supporting him. So if you're interested in that side of it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So that's what I'm going to cover, is the stuff with the support, like in the Trail Angel stuff that we do, setting up the camper, teaching the littles while we're on the road, all of that behind the scenes, how I find him, that kind of a thing.
We haven't talked about it, but we'll probably put some of that footage in my videos,
Yeah.
and then we'll also, she'll have her own Halo hikes videos as well. So.
Okay. Let's see. Sweet. Definitely be looking forward to following you. I followed some early JMT hikers, and the trail looked nice.
Oh, it looks so gorgeous. It's amazing.
Stan says, hope you run into Dixie and her mom when you're out there.
Oh, filling in some spots.
Yeah, I don't remember which section she skipped over, so
Yeah.
we could be missing her.
That would be cool though. Yo, and just I'm excited about meeting all the people. And again, those of you that know kind of spiritual background from where I come from and what this is all about, I mean, there's internationals everywhere, so looking forward to that.
Tina says you're probably going to finish the PCT before she finishes the AT.
Smoky Mountain Angel.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain Angel, sorry.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Caitlin Curtis says, any specific prayer requests along with the wisdom on how to approach the Sierras?
Ooh, thanks for that question. Good one. Always anybody, by the way, private message us. Go to Not By Sight.
Yeah.
And then you
On
can always
Facebook.
message me if you ever have any like specific, questions or whatever. But yeah, specific prayer requests. So I guess I know mentally I can do it. I know that emotionally, especially with Halo and the kids out there, I should be able to do it. So basically, physically, that would be the only thing I'm worried about. I guess my vision and navigation. That's always a consideration. But Lord willing, I'll be able to buy gut hook and use that. But so my physical, well-being, wisdom, and then let's see what opportunities the Lord brings as far as any ministry I might be able to, help some folks out with any hurts they might have. So we'll see.
And along the same lines with his vision, my bigger concern are those water crossings. I worry, is he going to be able to see how dangerous it might be or not be, or be able to
Yeah.
find a place to cross easily, those kind of things. So I'm really hoping he falls in with a group of hikers, especially through that section, or our friend is able to truly come out and hike with him, which would be really cool. So
I've done a lot of fly fishing, and I've waded, smallmouth bass fishing in small streams. I have waded a lot. So I think I can judge and sort of read water. Plus, yeah, I wouldn't do anything without a group. The common knowledge is you get to a sketchy crossing, you wait for at least one other hiker. So I won't cross alone. So I love Halo, and I want to be around for a long time.
appreciate that.
Until Maranatha.
Chris Aconi said falls in, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pun. I'm not that quick. All right, let's see. Doug said you're going to love the Western U.S. Yeah,
Almost as much as Irwin.
Smoky Mountain Angel says she's going to have to zero to watch all of the videos. Uncle Paul asks, will your camper kitchen be big enough?
No.
No, and I
No.
can't even take the cast iron.
Yeah.
I can't, because I'm going to have to watch the weight in our camper because we're pulling it with the Jeep.
We're going ultra light
On the camper.
with the
God,
camper
I
too.
can't get away from it. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to take like my old stainless steel. Is that what that is? My old stuff, because it's a lot lighter. But yeah, I can't even take my cast iron. And no kitchen is big enough for me. It's 2 burners.
Yeah, 2 burners and no oven, but we're gonna put a grill, have a propane grill
Yeah.
that we can hook into the camper's propane, so she'll be able to grill, or I'll be able to grill when I get back. See, that'll be awesome. I missed grilling so much when I was on the AT. As soon as I got home, I started cooking barbecue left and right, and grilling and canoeing and all the stuff I couldn't do. So this will be so different.
Yeah.
But no, we're gonna have to adapt, and
Lots
maybe
of
we'll
adapt.
trade the Jeep and the little AR1 for a 3/4 ton pickup and a big 5th wheel trailer while we're out there in
don't think
California.
I don't think it'll be an
we
even
need your
trade.
support financially so that we can make this happen.
Crock pot, no, because I'm gonna be boondocking or dry camping, and so I'm only have a little bit of generator power here and there. And right now, the computer that we're using, I have to have plugged in. So in order for me to edit videos, upload videos, and all of that, I have to have power for the computer. So that means no crock pots.
Power is an issue.
Big issue.
Yep, we're gonna hook up a couple 100 watts of solar and do what we can, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, no crock pot for now.
All right, where was it? Let's see. Are you taking a fishing pole with you to fly fish?
Well, yeah. Let me think about that for a second. Yes, absolutely. I'm probably bringing 2 fly rods and a lot of my trout tackle, but maybe even some warm water stuff in case there's some lakes or ponds and I can do some bass fishing. Or
Okay. I if I can't bring the cast iron, you can't bring
Oh, no.
all of your fishing gear.
The cool thing about fly fishing stuff is it's super light, because like flies are literally nothing. So you don't worry about it none, okay? I'll take care of it. But yes, I will
Throw a little Missy
Bring-
in there.
bring along 2 fly rods. So
Don't
the
you
problem
worry
is
about
my eyes are getting so bad I can't do it very as well as I'd like to. But that's I'll have Halo and then watch my indicator for me, and if it goes down or stops, rip some lips.
Flash will like that. He'll
Yeah.
enjoy doing that.
Flash is loving fishing.
Yeah, he is. All right, let's see here. Oh, Caitlin has to go. Sorry.
Okay, hey,
Probably
thanks
missed
for
you
coming.
as you left.
How long are we? Because I
I
want
have
to.
no idea. Hang on here. Tim Horn says, "What's up?"
Oh, hey
You
Tim,
missed it.
are you just now joining us? You missed the whole thing. Halo's gonna do the CDT backwards. She's gonna do a yo-yo on the CDT.
Smoky Mountain Angel says everything weighs something.
Except for my flies and the fly rods.
Now we're gonna have to take a picture of them just to show you.
I put helium in the trailer tires so that it's lighter.
All right, nope, that's all the questions. Anybody else have any other questions?
Okay. Well, we want to probably keep it shorter anyway, so.
Are the kids excited about the trip? Very.
Yeah.
The little ones are. Well, so I don't think they quite grasped all of it yet, because our 9-year-old says she's so excited to go because there is a YouTube family that she follows and they live in California, and so maybe she'll meet them. so yeah.
Two YouTube families that
Two,
she wants to
yeah.
meet. They know that they're going to get to see a bunch of like national parks and amazing stuff. I think it'll be more educational the next 5 months with, than any school will ever give. Like, plus she's going to do school. But anyway, yeah, I think they're very excited.
They are.
And they want their daddy to, to do well and see what happens. So.
Well, for a little while, Gigi thought it would be really cool to hike with him the whole way, because then she'd be the youngest girl to have ever hiked the PCT. That was, for a little while, her goal. I think that's kind of out the window now that she wants to meet her YouTube families.
She can't keep up with me, so I'm leaving her behind. I'll run her into the ground. And I can. No, it'd be super awesome. I mean, it's crossed my mind. Like, I would love for them to do it. All of them, really. I mean, it really crossed my mind. Like, what do we do? But just the water carries and stuff. I don't want my kids out there 35 miles between water. Like, that would freak me out as a dad. So I'll do it, but I don't want them doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right, John wants to know how can we support you financially?
Oh, very good question. What, we'll have more information later? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I mean,
We've had a lot of friends and family and people like John asking, how can we support you? And the honest truth, my channel's called Not by Sight, because we are truly walking by faith and not by sight. And in the past, on the AT, that looked different than it does for this trip on the PCT, in that this trip is going to take even more faith than before. So the honest truth is, we do need you guys to consider the possibility of supporting us financially. And we have a Patreon page ready to go. It's not up yet, but where will that?
It has to
Can
get
we like
approved.
link it or whatever here?
Yeah, it'll just be Patreon, not by sight, but
Okay.
it'll be linked onto the Facebook page.
And I'll have a short video that explains it and talks about it. We're also setting something up with our church, Grace Southern Baptist Church in Verdon, Illinois. And it's not official yet, but from what I understand, we're going to be able to, you guys can make donations to them that'll be tax deductible, and then they will forward those funds directly to us. Actually,
because of the ministry side of what we're doing.
Reimburse us for expenses that we incur along the way. So we're excited about that, what Grace Southern Baptist Church is going to be able to do for us. And then, so Patreon and the church, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. The Patreon thing's pretty cool because there's little perks along the way, special things that the patrons get, and it's kind of neat. It's been fun to set that up.
It starts at $1 a month, or what, $5, 10,
Yeah. And then 25.
something
25
like
is
that.
a great big perk, by the way.
So the tiers are called a day hiker, a weekend warrior, a section hiker, or a through hiker level on the tiers. So we thought that was pretty cool. That was your
Very
idea,
fun.
wasn't it?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, I came up with it, but anyway.
So yeah,
it's fun.
we're pretty excited. But yeah, thanks for asking, John. That's a great question, and I assume more info to come. I don't know how to do this. Is uncharted territory for us, so I don't know what.
Uncomfortable, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on from that. Doug says if he wasn't going to be busy running shuttles on the AT, he'd love to hike the desert section with you.
Oh yeah, that's great. You playing with snakes the whole time.
Can you hear his notification thing going on in the phone?
Let's wrap.
I wonder. All right.
Yeah, let's wrap
Got
it
a
up.
couple more
here.
things real quick.
Okay.
We'll be enjoying following your journey and lifting you up in prayer.
Who's that?
That's Julie Beamer.
Ah,
Tim Everett
thanks.
says,
Oh, hi Tim.
Chris Acone says, yes, you can hear that. That's funny.
The gunshot.
Tim Everett says, good luck and God bless from one VIP to another. Really quick, so one of the ways I'm going to know how I can hook up with Disciple out on the trail is because there was a YouTube channel called The Wandersons. It is a husband and wife, and the husband hiked last year. The wife followed in a van, and she has a whole spreadsheet of the entire everywhere that she met up with her husband. And so and she sent that to me. They've got a channel. They got great little videos that they put out from both their perspectives on their one channel. So it's worth checking out if you haven't found them yet. But so I'm going to have that at my disposal, and I'm so excited because the West is way different than the East Coast. Much more spread out, much more wilderness, and so I'm really excited about that. Anyway, Stan says, "Love you guys. Can't wait to follow the trip."
Ah, thanks. Love you guys too. This has been. It's so cool to get to like group talk with all of you guys.
Yeah, all of our friends.
Yeah,
It's
all
fun.
of our friends. So hopefully soon we'll be back out in the Appalachians and we can all like get together and
Well,
have fun.
assuming he gets done with this hike and survives and everything, he's gonna hit possibly Shenandoah, aren't you?
Oh,
in
in the fall.
October.
Potentially with some friends. Yeah.
Some friends are going with that. All right. If anybody has any other questions, nothing's popping up. So.
Okay. Hey, thanks for coming along with us here at Not By Sight. I'm looking forward to what's coming in the future. I have several different like gear videos that are in the works and should be coming out real shortly. So make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can follow along with all the updates. And everything's going to shift. I got a couple gear videos that are just regular generic as far as not AT or PCT specific, but then I'm going to get into PCT, like everything you see is going to be PCT whatever. So that's what's coming. Thanks a bunch. Love you guys so much. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for coming along with us, and we'll catch you soon. Yay.
I don't remember how to stop it.
Huh.